Theta coin is not like other coins. Its value comes from the fact that it is used to drive the economy of a decentralized video sharing platform. Theta Network has had a busy recording organization in 2020, with different venture validators like Google Finance and the subsequent releases of Theta 2.0 and 3.0 finally paying off. Theta coin got some activity going in 2021, but it slowed down in 2022. The speed of video on the internet is increasing all the time, so people need better ways to record video on the internet. Theta lets you share your extra transfer speed and streaming resources with other customers and buy local Theta. Now that Theta 2023 is over, we want to know what will happen next. We can figure this out by looking at how it has behaved so far. The group behind the Theta project is supposed to work together and take on important tasks to keep up with its force. This could lead to the development of Theta as a promising new resource. On the other hand, the price of Theta could go up to about 4.38 cents by 2024 as the number of financial backers grows. The lack of events could cause Theta to go through liquidation, so its help of $2.34 might not be enough to keep it going. The price of Theta could go up a lot in the next 3 years if the project keeps working on its activities and keeps updating its features. The price of Theta could go up to around $5.86 if the project keeps working on its activities and keeps updating its features. The private and combined nature of the ICO of the Theta network is hurting its pivot. If it doesn't work on its design and adopt a more efficient trade system, it could lose a lot of potential forever. The technical analysis of data is very interesting. For the past 2 years, the growth of the Theta cost has been completely driven by technology. Experts are craning their necks in complicated machines to try to predict a Theta stable example in the years to come. Our tests will start on November 1, 2020. The price made a huge low at the recently formed support, which was started by the weekly demand zone. The interest zone pushed the price up to the 0.8 cost level, but it was rejected and ended up forming an opposition zone, which the price would later gather enough support to break out of. From mid-October on, the price started to make a reach, which was broken with a strong light on December 8 to retest the generally made OB. Before breaking out of the help zone and into the resistance zone on December 8, 2021, the price of data grew by more than 30% from the help zone to the resistance zone. Since then, the price has kept a positive pattern of higher highs and lower lows. The positive price had an algorithmic change because its negative retest ended in the 68% lie zone in 2 different situations. What's more, the zones have similar cost histories in that there was an institutional solidification at the zone cost to continue to the purchase side. Theta demonstrates its development as algorithmic driven very much like numerous other monetary instruments past the main break of the everyday high, making a higher high. The value retested to the drawback and had an intersection with S or flipping, that is a situation where a previous opposition goes about as a help or the other way around, be then as it may. For this situation, the opposition went about as help and held to push the cost. Vertical cost proceeded with its assembly. Undoubtedly the bulls were still a lot of in real life. They gave no critical acknowledgement to the bears in spring. The bears figured out how to put the bulls to a short rest. Subsequently, the week-by-week request zone in integrated purchasers more advancement in their excursion to the potential gain. They had one more visit until spring's subsequent weekend, couldn't keep going long to switch the value development to the drama. After enduring the short combination, the cost figured out how to pull higher. Acknowledging about a 90 expansion, taking the ADH from $8 to $15 for Q1, this presentation was a record breaker for holders of Theta because of its unusual move at the beginning of Q1. In January, the price was always around $1 to $2, but in just 3 months, it went from $2 to $15, a 900% increase. Q2 2021 cost began at Q2 with a reach design, kind of a collection showing groundwork for a purchasing development, which surely worked out in the wake of moderating Q1 ADH, driving value further to around $15.90 recorded as the most recent ADH. After hitting this ADH, cost encountered a negative wick dismissal, the volume pointer showed a negative strength and the RSI was over 68, that is an overbought zone demonstrating an impending bearish season after the day-to-day. Boss the value figured out how to long, yet got dismissed at the typical 68 Lysone level. Likewise, conversion with S are flipping, yet for this situation it was a help that turned obstruction. Cost dismissal made liquidity, which got moderated by a short vertical cost to 13 on May 10, 2022, with a relieving request block that ideally could respond to cost development later on. The market kept up with its recently accomplished negative construction, making worse high points and worse low points too. Another previously provoked interest zone of $3.50 minus $4. The interest zone held and had the option to push the value back to the potential gain. Q3 2021. The interest zone left a B2S candle or a request block candle that was later tested. On June 4, prices were bought to the usually made supply zone, which pushed the price down a bit. The price was tested again, but it couldn't be broken, leaving a daily OB candle. Since then, the supplier zone has been in charge of the ongoing cost. State value offered to the May 23 request block pushed the price for the possible gain up a bit, making liquidity that was then released to the interest zone below after it was made. Q4 2021, the interest zone had the choice to support the purchase to the continuing daily demand block on September 1, which was the first day of the last quarter of the year. Since then, the price has been moving without a big daily market structure. Theta is what? Theta is a strong agreement company that works on streaming experience and CDN by using decentralized blockchain-powered streaming technology. People can get the Theta local token by sharing more transmission capacity and streaming assets. T-Fuel and Theta use cases, getting the organization administration and marking 1 billion total stockpile. T-Fuel use cases, section trade and savvy contract. Theta highlights is a group of close hubs that work together. The reserve video and handoff broadcast staking limit is set at $1,000. Theta tokens. More than 3,000 data holders hold more than half of the total symbolic stock to help the organization. PBFT agreement system validators and gatekeeper hubs. Transaction time equals 3 seconds. Performs 3,000 exchanges each second. Supports brilliant agreements to let content creators make specific pay more only as costs rise. Membership strategy cuts data transfer capacity costs by more than 80%. Partners with big brands like